Hello and welcome. If you're new here, I have an itch right here. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. We are going to do three more. I'm aiming for three more Valentine's Day looks, and this one that we're going to do today will probably be, ooh, I need my lip balm. This is cake batter chapstick. I'm like, why are my lips dry? Because girl, you didn't put on chapstick or lip balm. So we're using this glorious monstrosity of a palette. This is like a puffer jacket. This is so nice, and the pins are removable, so if something ever turns, or if I just want to switch it around, which I don't, you can pop them out and replace them with the MAC single shadows, or just rearrange the shadows that are in here. So today we're going to hang over here. We're going for a, why do I got itches on my face? We're going for like a smoky Valentine's Day look. And so as I said, this will probably be the most traditional type Valentine's Day look. And so we're staying over here because we have pinks, reds, we have purples, some maroons. We have, stuck my finger in an accident. We have this dark shade down here. The names of the shades are up here. I'm not going to bother with that. And I'm not going to hold this up before I put on each shadow because this is a lot. Y'all see, this thing is huge. It's resting on my shoulder. When I did the, I don't know, was it a swatch party or something? I had it resting on my skin and it broke me out. Yeah, so I got to be careful with this being on my skin. This is a nice shade right here. You see those sparkles in there? So in here, there are a lot of satin type shades. And of course, the mattes are phenomenal. I do really enjoy MAC shadows, so I am excited to use this. We do have a few pinks over here, but we're going to stay in this area right there. And maybe I'll put this on lower lash line. Maybe. We'll see. So, yeah, a soft, smoky, kind of Smoky Blvd soft. I don't know. But we're going to figure that out. So, for right now, this thing is huge. I'm going to prime my eye, and when we come back, we will get into this look. We have on the Fenty foundation and also, the Fenty eyeshadow primer, and also we put Groundwork Max Paint Pot on top of that. And I really dig it. I really dig it. So we're going to jump into this look. We are going to do this shade, which is not in the area I said we were going to be in, because I'm liking having just a pop on the inner corner, or at least a shade that's a little bit brighter than the primary lid shade. So we're just going to just put this right here. This is my second time using this paint pot. I do not have any problems putting shadow over this, and I do know some people do use paint pots as their primer. For me, it works better as far as removal, to still put a regular primer underneath and then put this on top. It makes it easier to get off. So that's there. Now we're going to take a pinky type shade, and I am tapping off the brush, and we're going to put this wrong side of the brush. I'm like, why it ain't coming off? Wrong side of the brush. So we're going to put this here. So if you saw the first three looks and you were like, okay, she is strictly anti-Valentine's Day, I thought, let me just give them like a traditional-ish type Valentine's look. Because I know it's, frilly, girly, pink, all of that stuff. I'm rough and rugged. I was always a tomboy, grew up in inner city. And you know what? The majority of my friends were dudes. And even now to this day, I have, I think I might have like an equal amount now. Oh, let me do the intro. For those who are new here, hello and welcome again. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why do I call it that? The crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self. So in this world we live in, where a lot of people wonder and are concerned, what will they think about me? Will they like me? Will they get along with me? Here, we just be ourselves and know that it's okay. Love yourself first. Try not to be overly concerned with what people may think about you. Now, if there's something about you that you can improve on to be a better you, because you want to be a better you, not because somebody else said so, because we all have things, you know what I'm saying? But just love yourself. Work on yourself to improve for yourself if you want to, and just live your life. And the troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. We're going to go back to that first brush. You may hear in some videos, particularly beauty-related content, you have to use this brand, this tool, this technique. And I'm here to tell you that you don't have to. Try all the things if you want to, but then stick to whatever you find that you like best for yourself, and just rock it. here the bottom line is self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. Because you're the bomb and you rock. And if you're here, I already know you're amazing. So we're now going to do our outer corner shade. I'm working again with a fluffy brush so that we can pull this out. I'm further from my mirror than I usually am because this palette is in front of me. But I could still use this though, excuse me for that. And this is the mirror I used when I did my eyebrows and my inner rims and lower lash line. Because I don't want to, I think I might have mentioned it in one of the last videos, well, the last 3 look video, that I realized I was hunching, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to quicken my spine curving as happens with a lot of people as they get older because their posture is not as it once was. And so I am aware of that. And even when like I'm eating, you know, I try to be aware to sit up straight because, you know, and I was in the military. You put your head down, you just scarf down your food. Because when I was in basic training, because there were like 30 of us, right, in the class. When the first person was done, when they got up, everybody had to get up. So if you were like one of the last 10 people in line, you did not have a lot of time to eat. And so we would always tell the first person, eat slow, eat slow. But because we would be so hungry, like some of them would scarf their food down and get up and they'd be like, damn it. And so, you know, put your head down and just, and I don't eat like that now, but I remember those days. And so I try to be aware of, you know, my posture. And I think my hunger trigger might be broken because sometimes I don't feel hungry at all. And then I realize my sugar has dropped. I'm not diabetic, but, you know, my hands will get shaky and I'm like, okay, my sugar's dropped. I need to eat. So I don't always feel hungry, but my body's like, you better put something in here or we're going to lay you out on this floor. So I try to eat at regular intervals. And according to the nutritionist, he said we should be putting something in our system every 3 to 4 hours and not a full-blown meal, like a snack, an apple, granola bar, and then just have like your regular breakfast, lunch, and dinner type of thing. But yeah, that's what they say. But, you know, so I'm looking at the shapes on both sides and I like it. This side is looking lighter, but I don't know if it's because of the lights. I don't know. So that's why I keep putting a little bit more over here. So yes, this one is a little frilly, little girly. And so we're going to move on, excuse me, and we're going to go into a darker shade. We're going to do an outer V, and so it may just fade. This out here may just fade out because outer V is usually just here, not all the way out, but we're going to see. So we're going to use this brush, and I might need another one to blend that out, but we'll see when we get there. So we're going to take a purple shade. Ooh, there's lots of options. What shade is this one? Because I want to say it's Sketch. Oh, it's Shadowy Lady, and it's really dark. But if we stick with purple, I don't want to stick with purple. So we're going to take Shadowy Lady, and I know I didn't say what the other colors were. So outer V, you come down straight, and then you come in. So really it's more like a mathematical sign, a mathematic sign of greater than or less than. But, you know, we say outer V, which would only be as if I like turn this way. And it's like, oh yeah, that's a V. Yeah, we say stuff here in the makeup world and it's just like, that's not really what it is. Usually my outer V turns into an outer corner because if I don't like the shape of it, I end up filling it in. And so then it just turns, you know what? I am going to bring this all the way out to here. Oh, that's pretty. And I'm not tapping off. This brush is good for placing it exactly where I place the brush. And I am liking this. Ooh. Tapped into the wrong shade. I tapped into the purple next to it. So now I wiped the brush off. Now we're back into Shadowy Lady. I am glad that I am now using this mirror. So it took me to be aware of my posture, to be like, okay, I need to not be hunched over looking into the mirror that's down here. But and it's good too because I have an up close view here. I can see the bigger view down there, and yeah, this shape is different. So we're just going to use the same brush, not adding shadow on it. Look how that just blended upward. That just blended nicely. I do not plan on putting on any transition shades, but I do want, I like how I've been putting a highlight just under my brow. And we are going to put not quite a purple. It's more like a burgundy-ish type shade. It's from Lethal and it's called Phase, and it came in their mystery bag like a year or so ago. Actually, oh wow, I opened it December 26, 2023. I forgot to mention at the end of the intro that I do curse. So far I didn't. And there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches, and I do always try to be aware of it to say excuse me, because even for a troll that's rude. So I need to put, not need to, but I want to put a little bit more here because this side looks more filled in. I like this, and I like how you can see that pink in here. And so that's what we're going for. Yeah. Yeah, so this may be it, y'all. The next one, I don't know what the next one is going to be. I do have it in my calendar, but I don't remember. But it's not going to be frilly like this one. And you guys are like, girl, this ain't even frilly. Like, this is still just kind of dark. But I'm going to put some out here because this side, the shape is different. Excuse me, very dead in my throat. I had Bolthouse Farms today and my usual breakfast of a packet of oatmeal with Vietnamese cinnamon. Okay, I think that's better. All right, so we're going to move on because this is taking me longer than I thought. But we are going to just whatever's on the brush. Excuse me, I feel like I need to belch. And I didn't take anything out for dinner. Well, lunch rather, because Bolthouse Farms and Vietnamese cinnamon was for breakfast. I took the Bolthouse Farms with me. I went to Aldi. And they had the amazing mango, y'all. Ooh, so I bought 3 of them. And I texted my neighbor asking if she wanted one. So I was glad about that. Because the last one I had was Green Goodness. And so that's the one. I think I opened that yesterday. And yeah, so that gives me my fruits and vegetables. And I do prefer Amazing Mango because it tastes... to me, it's a snack. Like if I'm not hungry but I want to eat something, I'll drink that, and it does satisfy me. And so it's like a healthy snack. This is nice. I'm thinking, do I want to put a transition shade up here? And I don't think so. Yeah, let's do it. So let's put that brush down. Taking this brush, and it's gonna be a pink. Okay, so we're trying here to do something traditional, and we're going to put that right up here, and we're going to stop where the purple meets. Oh, and so I do see that line. This brush allows me to get a line, like a straight line, and I do like that because it is so tapered. And I don't know why I put shadow on the side of the brush. Maybe to do this. Maybe to do that. I don't know. But it allows me to... Y'all, I like this. There's a white in here, but I do believe it's a dual chrome that we're going to put under our brow. But you know what? I like how this looks. This looks like it's something there, and it doesn't. This is the Fenty, which does say Invisipink, but this looks brighter than this side for some reason. That's weird. So we're going to take... Oh, looks like it's something in my palette. Where are you? Where did you come from? Oh, it's a piece of shadow, but it looked like a clump of something. So we're going to take... There's 2 shades in here that look like a white shimmer, and I know that they're not white. One is White Frost, which might be white. The other one is Vellum. And so we're going to take White Frost, which is on the opposite side, that white in the top corner. And I'm liking using this mirror to do this look. Y'all, I am digging just having something thin under my brow, like a thin line. I like that. I like that. And having a pop in the inner corner as well. So we're going to take some more of that, and we're going to put that over here. Damn it. Now I'm thinking, I think I'm going to do a dark purple lip. I think I did a dark purple on one of the other looks. I think. Y'all, I love this. I love this. Thank you for being here. Consider subscribing if you find that you keep coming back. And consider joining. There's some projects. Well, there was a main project that I was working on with the members. And I do members only posts as well. And we're going to take this brush, and for lower lash line, we're going to take that shade that I had told you I was going to take. It's like a dark purple with specks in it. And so we're going to put that under here. Can you see me? Is this mirror in the way? No. Okay. I have stage 5 clinger from MAC on my lower lash line. And I have graphic content on my inner room. Stage 5 clinger is no longer on the MAC website, and I really like that shade. And that one is just about done. So that's like the first MAC gel pencil that I finished. I mean, it's just about done. And they do not have it anymore. So I'm just like, damn it. You know, the one I use the most is no longer available. So what we're going to do now, y'all, we're going to edit out finishing the face. We're going to edit out finishing the eyes. When we come back, everything will be done. This is what we have, y'all. And this is not me at all. We use Atomic Shaker Rosewood Shine from, probably doesn't matter. These are not on the website anymore. Atomic Shaker from House Labs. So I'm digging the eye look. I'm digging the eyeliner for upper lash line. I'm digging the shadow we use for lower lash line because it just brings it out a little bit more. I am really digging that strip of brightness under my brow. I do like the eyeshadow look. The whole look though, and you know what's throwing me off? Is the lip, because y'all know I love me a dark lip. And so I wanted to do a dark purple. I said, you know what? We're doing a traditional Valentine's Day look for those of you who were wondering, like, can she do something basic and regular? And so, yeah, this is for you. But I do like the look, though. I love the pop on the inner corner of my eye. I love the outer V that we did and that we traveled that up a little bit. Part of me wants to put this as its own video because this will probably be the only traditional typical Valentine's Day look that we do, but no, we're going to still do other stuff. But I do like the look. Let me know what you think about this in comparison to the first video with the 3 soft grungy anti-Valentine's Day looks. Way different, right? So you get what I'm saying. But I do like the look though, and this is what we have. Hang tight for the next one. Hey, you're still here. Thank you. We're going to put on cotton candy chapstick. I'm excited for this video, and this look that's on my face, the excitement that I feel. This is how I want to feel about everything that's in my stash. And so today we're going to do a Vampy Valentine's Day look with Paint the Town Red. And if you remember when I used this last time, this shade right here was trying to fall out the pan. It was shadow everywhere. And when I opened it today, there was shadow all over the black parts of the pan, shadow in here, shadow in the mirror. And so because it is finely milled, like it is really, you know, soft. I was watching one of Katie's video of her pressing a shadow from Life and Death, the one that did not work for me. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try that. I didn't have a quarter, so I used this. It didn't quite fit in, but it did the job, I think. And she said hers worked really great after that. So I'm gonna repress the one in here that doesn't work and the one in Rested Essence Volume 3, and we'll see how that goes, because those are really pretty shades. And so I'm thankful for her video. So anyway, we are going to stay over here, but I do want to put this on lower lash line. Really, I just want to see how it works after I pressed it and if it's going to fall apart again. She said in her video, one of her comments, somebody said they usually put setting spray or something in it. She said she's never had to do that with shimmers, but we're going to see how this performs by just putting it on our lower lash line. But we're going to do Vampy. We're going to stay over here, but I will show you what we're going to use as we use it, and we're going to prime the eye and then come back and just jump right in. We are going to first start with this shade right here, and this one is Midnight Bite, and that's going to go on. I did not tap off on the first portion of our lid. Y'all, look at this shade. That's what that looks like. Y'all, these shades, the shifts, the subtle shifts, They're very surprising, and I am here for it. So this is what we have so far. So just a little something for the inner corner. Now, we're going to take this shade in the center, which is Bloodlust. Yeah, I told y'all we were... I do think this will look nice all over too, but we're going to go here and then put this on outer corner. So Bloodlust, I just tapped in 3 times, y'all. Oh my gosh. I did not put on a paint pot today because I'm going to do another look later. I find that I'm not able to do back-to-back looks, but if I wait, like after this look, I'll probably keep it on for like a couple hours because it's cute. And then I will wash off everything on my face, and then wait like another 3 hours and do another look. So if I give time in between removing makeup, washing my face, and doing another look, I am able to do 2 looks in the same 24-hour period, I'll say, because sometimes, like now it's way before midnight. It's around 1900 hours. And so even if I wait till like midnight or like 2 in the morning, I am able to do more than 1 look within a 24-hour period. I know some people can wipe off their eyeshadow. The times I've tried that, I ended up ruining like my mascara, not my mascara, my foundation around my eye area, and it was just looking janky. So yeah, for me, I have to remove everything. And I seem to remember in some videos I used to watch, when they did more than 1 look, they didn't put on like eyeliner, upper lash line, or mascara. And that's what would cause me to ruin my base under it or around it, just trying to get off the eyeliner and the mascara. So, and y'all know I do like to do complete looks for y'all. So yeah, and I really don't like to do one eye, one look, and one eye another, unless it's a 2-tone look, or it's the new palette and I'm just trying to use the shades. We're going to put more up here because this side is higher up, I noticed. So yeah, let's put some more up here. We're going to tap in lightly, y'all. This shade, there is no problems with this shade. We may take a brush with no shadow on it to just buff that out a little bit more. And now it's a little darker. So I'm tapping in lightly, and we're just going to press this right here. Y'all look at this shade. Oh, and y'all know we're going to do a black lip. If you didn't know, now you know. I like this. We're going to go back to the brush that had the first shadow on it, and we're just going to pull it over. And this is how we're going to get our blend, by just pulling this over. If I wanted to bring the red in, I would use that brush to overlap. And so which way I go, or which brush I use with whatever shadow on it, depends on where I want that color to be. And I do want more of this lighter shade over onto the red. So look at that, y'all. Oh, and we did not add more on the brush, so it was like whatever's in here. And I like this. Now we're going to take, actually I want to do the blending now because it's annoying me. This brush with no shadow on it. And I'm thinking, like I think I'm going to put a shade under my brow bone, but I kind of don't think so now. Y'all, I know I just said I didn't put the paint pot on top of the Fenty, and this shadow is like, we ain't budging. For me, y'all, that Fenty primer, I know I say it in almost every video, is a tacky primer. And this is like, we ain't going nowhere. I'm thinking I might take a shadow from Sculpt, the Natasha Denona Sculpt palette, to put up here, just to get rid of some of this dead space. And it's not to say it like that, but this is Visipink, the Fenty eyeshadow primer. And so you can see it's too much of an area that's bare to me. But we'll keep going and see what it's looking like as we put on this third shade. But y'all, I'm looking at to see if they're about the same distance. Excuse me, I was going to say, did I do my intro? But I did. This is the second video in this clip. Sometimes I be forgetting where I am in a video. All right, so we're just going to leave that brush over here. I'm going to take this brush and we're going to go into this. But no, that wasn't what I was going to do, was I? I think I was, because I think I was going to take this for an outer V, but we are going to go straight into this one. When I look over this way, this looks kind of green. This shade here is, ooh, Nightwalker. So we're going to go straight in. We tap 3 times. Oh my gosh. And we're going to just lightly. We're going to lightly. Oh my gosh. We are going to take that darker shade though. Y'all, this shadow works so well. And this is a shimmer one too. Oh, I like this. We are going to bring it up here. This will take care of some of that space. Because I do want to put a brow bone shade, but then in a way that I don't. So we're just bringing this over, and we did not add more to it. Oh, I like how that's looking. And so, yeah, so we're tapping in twice actually. And we're going to put this over here. The other side we went in 3 times, but we're going to see what we can get with the 2 times. I need a different brush, I think, to get closer to the lash line right here. This side we did fine. We're going to tap in one more time and make sure we get down there. Yeah, buddy. Oh, this... It takes my words. Yo, I'm looking at the shapes. I really enjoy this formula. And I feel like I'm talking so low. Because usually when I get to this point, I tapped in very lightly. When I get to this point, I'm just like, oh my gosh, look at this. And then sometimes I am just like, because I just don't have the words for how I'm feeling about the look and how the shadows are performing. This is more rounded, this is more straight, and that's usually how it goes. I tapped in very lightly, and we're just going to bring this up here. Even though we are going to put that darker shade for outer corner, tapping in very lightly and then tapping off, which nothing did tap off. And we're going to bring that up here and bring this out. Y'all, this, oh my gosh. We're going to take a smaller brush and we're going to take this purple. Yeah, we're going to do that. And this is Velvet Vamp. And we're going to go around in circles, tapping in. And we're going to do an outer V and see what that looks like. And we're going to bring it out here. So we're just going to that's nice. Oh. And this is a little bit powdery. And so we're going to do our outer V. And I don't think we're going to fill it in like we sometimes do. So I'm trying to just get this here. Oops, I think I came too far out, but that is okay. Y'all, I'm tapping in very lightly. I did not tap off because we're going to put some right here. And we will clean up this line later. This side is so round and this side is so not round. Story of my life. Let me know if like one of your eyes, you always like how the outer corner looks and then the other eye, you don't. And I need to just be more aware of what exactly am I doing that is doing that. Because I know it's me because I'm the one doing my makeup, you know what I mean? And you know what's ironic though? Well, maybe not. When I work on clients, that doesn't happen. And I think because I'm looking side to side and I'm going this way versus here and then like crossing over to here. Whatever's on this brush, we're going to bring this up a little bit higher. I do think I'm going to add a little bit more on the brush. I tapped in very lightly and we're just going right along that top edge of that line. I like that. If I can get this space smaller, we will just leave it that way because it looks like it could be a shadow up there. And again, that's just a Fenty primer. I was going to tap in, but I did not. We're going to tap in lightly, and we're going to do the same thing over here. Just very gently, very lightly, just on that top line of the lid shades. And I'm looking to see if the shapes are the same. This side looks to be a little higher up. So we're going to come back over here and just buff this a little higher up. Y'all. Also, I'm being more careful with this look, so that's why I'm like talking softer and probably going slower. When I'm working with light shades, it's easier to just do whatever because it's a light shade. But dealing with bold shades and dark shades, I do find that I do take my time more. Because if something goes where I have an itch where I don't want it to go, then I have to go back and fix it. I don't have to, but you know, I do that. We're going to leave this like this. I still think this side is way brighter than this side, and I don't know why. So we're just going to buff this again, just to bring it up a little bit. See, this side I like. It's not as bright as this side. Y'all, when I put primer on this side, I put some on my eyelashes because I came down too far with the wand. So I'm hoping it doesn't interfere with putting on mascara. Y'all, I do want to put we're going to tap lightly in, and we're going to just put a little bit right here. Y'all, I am digging this look. Oh my gosh. And I am hoping that that shadow that we pressed works fine and doesn't fall out, because my concern is tap very lightly, very, very lightly. Is like once I put a brush in it, is it going to break it up again? And so again, we're talking about this one right here. So it looks brand new. But I am going to press those other two shadows. Tap very, very lightly, very lightly. There's hardly anything on this brush. I'm going to put this here. I feel like this video might be longer than the last Anti-Valentine's Day looks, because I am just really like taking my time with this. Now we're going to take this one. It would make sense though to put this there. So maybe we'll put this on top of this. But I do want to see how this is going to perform. Oh, it's not. Oh. This brush is pointy, and I probably should not have used a pointy brush, but I wanted to get on the tip of it, which I kind of didn't. I kind of got on the side. So what I think I'm going to do is to see what we can get off of here, and then use like a round brush and not a pointy brush, because I'm think the point, when the point went into the shadow, it did kind of, you know, flake up again. So I just have to remember not to do that. Damn it. Let's just do it. So we're just going to, because normally I would just tap straight in. Oh, you know what? That is working. Tapping straight in is working as long as I go gently. Okay. And since pressing it did work, I can always just keep pressing it. But y'all know, like, why? Like, I don't want to do all that. I just want to put a brush in it and it works. And so this is what we have, and it did puff up again, so I'm going to have to, I'm just going to press it with my finger this time. And y'all know I hate using my fingers for makeup, but it looks okay. What will tell the tale is if when I pick it up again, if this is all over, and if so, then I may spray it or something. And there's like shadow on my station on top of the brushes that are here. We're going to actually take this brush, and we are going to go into this red, and we're going to tap straight in. Y'all, this palette, these shades, and we're going to put this on top of it. This shade, I do have some fallout, but that's okay. We're going to do black for upper lash line, and I thought about putting shadow in my brows, and I said, you know what? No. We're just going to do the look and just keep it vampy and not just be like, what? So this is what we have here. All right, so we're going to, I'm not going to put anything under brow, so I'm not going to use this brush. So what we're going to do now, we're going to edit out doing eyeliner, upper lash line, lashes, and the rest of the face. And I did say we're doing a black lip. Ooh, I can't do an ombre lip because the new Sephora ones don't work well with anything except itself. But we are going to put this on. Ooh, and you know what? We're going to top it with this. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to go when we come back, or could put this on it. One of those two. So when we come back, everything will be done. This is the finished look we have. We did do the MAC Metro. No, the MAC. Wait a minute. What is it called? The MAC Matte Retro Liquid Lip Color. And I was caught between this from the Notoriously Morbid or this one. And then I thought, kaboom. But I said, you know what? No, let's put a little bit more red. And so I did go with this one, and I am digging this look, y'all. Let me know what you think. I do think the black for upper lash line was a good choice. Y'all know I seldom do that. And I love this little bit of lightness up here. I love this look. I went a little heavier than usual with the blush. There's a lot of stuff on my face. But I am digging this. Let me know, y'all. This is a Vampy Valentine's Day look for those of you who want to go this route. And I do like the hint of the red shimmer in the middle of my lips, and so hang tight for the next look. And I'm not sure what that one's going to be yet, but I do have a palette out for that, so hang tight. That's coming up right now. Hey, you're still here. I appreciate it. We're going to put on Tillamook, so you're going to have to let me know about this look. we're going to do a seductive Valentine's Day look. You let me know if it's seductive, because y'all know I struggle with what's what. Like, I just do what I do. And the reason I'm calling it that is because we're using Pat McGrath's Labs Mothership 10 Moonlit Seduction. I sat and looked at it, excuse me, and I do have a plan. Yeah, I have a plan. This is what it looks like. And I do like all the looks that I have done with this palette. And even though this looks like a really boring shade, excuse me for all the glares. Can we get off the glares? Yeah. This looks like a really basic, like, why are you there? But this is one of my favorite shades in these palettes, believe it or not. And it's just a regular shimmer type thing. But we're going to prime the eye, and we are going to put on Max. Do I still want to do Max Paint Pot? No, we're not going to put on Max Paint Pot because I want these shimmers, the celestial shades, to stick to the lid. So we're going to put on the Fenty primer, blend that out, and then we will be back and jump into this look. We are going to jump in with this shade down here because y'all know I've been doing like a random pop on the inner corner. This shade is Astro Lilac Aura, and we're going to see how it's going to look. I got something in this eye. This one. So we'll see how this is going to look with what we're putting next to it. So we're only just going to put a little bit. Yeah, so that's all we're going to do right there, y'all. A lot taps off with this shade, so I am glad that I did not put the paint pot on, because then the paint pot makes my lid not sticky from the Fenty primer. But then I thought that would be a good test though, to see how well these still stick to that. And the paint pots are designed to be shadow bases, but I'll experiment another day because I'm trying to be seductive for this Valentine's look, so I didn't want no problems, you know what I'm saying? Now we're going to take this brush and we're going to go into this shade here, this dual chrome. That's pretty. And that shade is VR Ecstasy. Oh. And we're using this hourglass brush because we're going to put this on the majority of the lid. I don't remember if I put this over a black base, because I do. Have I done that? Because I do think this will look pretty over that. Or maybe even over a brown because of the shifts in it. Like, look at this, y'all. Look at this. Oh my gosh. And this does go nice with that inner corner shade. We're going to overlap just a tiny bit. So I think that's where we're going to leave that. We're going to do it. Going to take it a little further out. Just go a little bit further. My lunch is waiting for me. This morning I took out a chicken thigh and a container of pasta sauce, and so the pasta sauce is quicker. Well, the spaghetti would be quicker to cook than the chicken thigh, and so I did cook the pasta. And I'm like, let me just go ahead and hurry up, excuse me, and do this look, and then put the sauce in the pasta and heat up the sauce that way, and that will also reheat the pasta as well, because the pasta's cooked, y'all, and I'm here and I'm hungry. So we're gonna overlap just a little bit, that first shade. This is pretty. I really like this palette. Oh my gosh. I am just about down to where I love, I'll say 95% of my eyeshadow palette stash. And I know in the live stream the other day, I said about 80%. And so I'm still getting rid of stuff, y'all. Because if I have less of the stuff that I'm ambivalent about, that means I'll use more of the stuff that I actually really, really love. So that's the mindset behind that. And not that there's anything wrong with the palettes that I'm letting go of. It's just that, you know, I like it, but yeah, I just like it. and they don't excite me the way the rest of my stash does. And so I feel really good about that. We may put something under our brow bone because it's like the last look. This is quite a bit of space, and it's because I got all this puffiness. But we're gonna take this brush. That shade had quite a bit of fall out in the pan. We're going to we're going to take this shade. Oh, is that too obvious? Because I do think this one is too light for outer corner for this shade that's in the center. This I do think would blend in and look really nice. So we're going to do this because we're trying to be seductive. I don't even know what the hell that means. But we're going to do that one. because we're going for a look here. And y'all, and if you've been here, you know it's new for me to actually say this is the look we're doing, because usually I let the look define itself, like as we're like at the point we're at now, and I'd be like, oh, okay, this is a grungy look, or this is this type of look, where now I'm trying to be more intentional with what I'm trying to create. And that will help me with my the pro side of things, because if they say, oh yeah, I just want such and such type of look, then I will already know, like, okay, these are the kind of colors, or these are the kind of combinations, excuse me, that I need to do. And if it's something really extravagant, or if they ask me something and I'm like, what? That's when I would say, well, can you send me some inspiration pictures? Because sometimes people say they want one thing and then you do that thing and it's not what they expected it. But I'm like, that's what you said. You know what I mean? And so we do have our own experiences, our own perspectives. And y'all know my perspective is like different. I love this shape. What the hell happened over here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And I did put primer out here too. I didn't tap off this time. Yo, I just, I don't even know what to say. I do not know what to say. I think we are going to take that brown shade. We're going to put some more up here, because since this is like this, we're going to make this side look like that. Because, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now they look the same, so let me stop messing with it. I do want to take another brush. Because do I want to do an outer V, or do I just want to leave this way? We're going to take that shade again, that same one, and we're just going to just pack some, yeah, like right here. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. This is a nice combination. When I first got this palette, y'all, I didn't really like it. I liked all the looks I did, but I just wanted more. I wanted grunge, I wanted smoke, whatever. And then one day I'm like, I'm tripping, because I was looking at the pictures of the looks I did, and I'm like, all these looks are like super nice. And so then I said, you know what, let me stop wanting it to be something other than it is and just accept it for what it is. And then this is one of my favorite motherships. So I had to just get out of my own head about what was happening. That's cute. We're not going to put that darker shade in the outer corner. Do I want something? Let's do like we usually do. I could take this and just put on this top line. Let's do it, because I'm not sure of what that's going to look like, and I don't know if it's going to be a mistake. But we're going to just do it lightly with this brush. So we're just going to just tap the tip in and just along the top line of those lid shades. This shade is Rosewood Romantique. The shade we put on the outer corner, that's Plum Cabaret. So excuse me for not telling you the names. I do like that. We're going to tap in, and I'm going to bring this here. So we're going to bring that here. This does show up nice, y'all. Like, look at that right here. Wow. I haven't used this in a while, y'all, and it's a shame. And that's another reason too I want to have less palettes, is because then I will use, as I was just saying, more of what I love. And I don't remember when I last used this palette. I'm gonna look at my gallery, and I'm gonna put over here when I last used it, and that's a shame. It's a shame. But that's what happens when you have, I'll say it, too much stuff. My goal is not to have as much makeup as possible. My goal is to have stuff that I love and to use it on a regular basis. So that's my personal goal. No shade to anybody at all. We're going to take this shade, and this is Platinum Dusk. The one I said is really boring, but I just hit my brush on my finger. But this shade, and we're going to put this under our brow. I think I'm about to mess up any seductiveness with this look. This is nice, y'all. Look at yeah, so excuse me for smacking. Yeah, so I'm just excited at stuff that's coming. And I do feel better. Like when I do decide, okay, I'm just gonna let this go, and I realize that I don't really have feelings for it either way, it's like, yeah, that was a good choice. Why is that looking like that? Why is this looking like a brown line? What the hell is happening? What? Why? Why is this looking like a brown line? Something ain't right. Look at that, y'all. Like, why the hell? What is, why? Yo, I don't know. So what I'm gonna end up doing is taking that corner shade. Okay, that looks a little bit like, but I had to make it thicker, so I'm gonna have to make this side thicker. I don't know why that did that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So we're just gonna make this thicker because the other side is thicker. I don't know why. See, this side isn't doing that. What the hell happened? Yo, I'm thrown off. I'm like, why did that come out like a brown line? We're gonna take the brush that we use for Rosewood Romantique. We're not adding, yeah, we're gonna just add a little bit. And I did not tap off because this is throwing me off. Like, why did you come out like that? And this is not helping. Like this, the Rosewood Shine, Rosewood Romantique, it is showing up. But it's not making that gray look less brown. I don't understand what's happening. But let me know if this is a this is not a seductive look. We're gonna take this brush and go back into this shade. We're gonna put more of this on the lid. Hashtag we tried it. And that's what happens when I'm leaning more into one of my preferred aesthetics, which is like smoky or messy grunge or goth or, you know, something like that. So even when I don't intend to these days, look at that shimmer. That's how they come out looking. And so I'm like, let me know if this is seductive. I don't know. We are going to take, we were going to take this one for lower lash line, but I think we're going to put this there to lighten this up. And on our lower lash line, we have Stage 5 Clinger from MAC. So we are just going to put this under here. This is Bronze Devotion. And I could just use, that's pretty, the mirror in the palette. But the way I'm holding it is awkward to do that. So this is this look, y'all. I was going for like a softer type look, even though we already did our traditional Valentine's look. But hashtag troll tried it. Yeah, so disregard that question. I know y'all, I'm cracking myself up. So we're gonna finish the face, and when we come back, we'll wrap up this video. Y'all, this is the look. We got 3 different things on the lip, speed and the ombre lip. So this is my take on a Troll's seductive Valentine's Day look. Y'all, this mascara, awesome, love it. So let me know what you think of this look, y'all. I'm just like, yeah, that threw me off because then it ended up making it look darker than I wanted, even though I like the dark. So I think I'm just like subconsciously going for what I know I love. But I am digging the lip though. So thank you for being here. Stuff is popping up over here for you to watch. You will see me soon. Thanks.